Well, hello, my Python scholars. I am super excited about this week's um, lesson that you have, which will be on variables this week, lesson 2.11 in Code HS. Let's get started. So, again, this week will be on variables. So, you may be wondering what in the world is a variable? Well, it allows us to store information, text, or numbers that can be used and altered in our code. So, we ultimately use variables to control parts of our code, from the distance we move Tracy to the color of Tracy's trail. So there's so many different ways that we can do that. And to think about this, a variable is like a container or a jar that keeps and store information that we want um, to assign. So for instance, we have variable underscore name. First and foremost, the variable name cannot be called variable. These are designated words that are keywords that are off limits. Okay. So let's talk about assigning. I know in mathematics, when you see, the equal sign, normally we're saying it equals to. But I want you to think a little bit different here. I want you to think about it being called a sign. So circle underscore radius is assigned the value of 50. I'm gonna let you marinate on that for a second. Hopefully it stuck. So we have pin up, and I do want to reiterate us being able to use the pin up and pin down. So we have pin up, parentheses, forward 100, and pin down. And then we have circle. And what we have done, if you see the correlation, the matching here, we have the assigned variable is being used, or what we say is called. And when we run this code, we should see that it will turn out to be 50. So again, it's signing the variable, it used the variable, and variables must always be defined before they can be used or called upon. Again, here's another value of circle underscore radius. It is assigned 25. And then we use it here, but you change the variable, and so it becomes 50 because we changed it through multiplying it by 2. So 25 times 2 gave us that 50. And we use it again. Now, changing a variable's value, this is what the code output would be. And I'm actually going to step out of this and actually do line by line of how that would look. So we got circle underscore radius. That's what we are assigning to 50, right? And then we're going to go to pin, pin up. See that mistake I made there? Forward. And I think we wanted to do 100. We did pin down. Okay. And then we're calling the actual radius. Oops, see, I made a little typing error. That's not going to come back easy for us. All right, so now I'm going to click run. There we go. We have that done. So again, this is an example of increasing the length. So you want to write a program that has Tracy draw a line with a hashtag at 25, 50, 100, and 200 pixels. So when we increase that length, this is one of those exercises. You want to make sure that you figure out the math piece first, but make sure that you're able to go line by line. And this is what you learned in this lesson: how to um, create variable names and assign it a variable. So I know that you're excited. I'm excited. 2.11 variables. So you have 2 exercises, 1 quiz, and you do have an example. Good luck, you guys. You know what? Let me make sure I put this for you to see. Hold on, hold on. Wait before you go. Wait before you go. One more second here. Let me put this here so you know exactly what we're doing this week. So this week we do have lesson 2.11 and 2.12. So there it is. Good luck, and see you in class.